What's good? It's Unconventional AF with Jaleel Wavy back with a new episode. 2 episodes in 1 week. I told y'all that this is my goal for this summer as my part-time job is not super busy for me. I want to record multiple episodes in a week since they are already so short as it is. I was like, let me go ahead and knock another one out because I can only post so much about Drake. I know it's hard to believe, but I'm a grown man and I have a line. Yes, I have a line. Last week, I realized that it was Mental Health Awareness Month. Like, how did I miss that? And if you've been following me or you know me in real life or listening to this podcast, you know that I used to dabble a little bit with mental health. I thought I was going to go down that path for the podcast. But I was like, I don't want to put too much of my business out there. And then I'm also doing this by myself. I didn't know of a good tactic or a good way to talk about mental health by myself. So I said, F that. I'm going to stick to pop culture, sports, music, all of that stuff, because that's the stuff I truly enjoy anyway. And that's the space I want to be in as far as my media career, personality, and all that good stuff. So here's an update on my mental health. It's shit right now. I'm not going to lie. My mental health is shit right now. Now, I will say I'm not severely depressed. I'm not suicidal. So that is good. But if somebody asks me, hey, how you doing? No, really, how are you doing? I'm going to lie. Shout out to Shayla. Love you. Because she'll randomly ask me if I pull up to Mad Miles on Tuesday and be like, no, how are you really doing? And I was like, I'm doing all right. And then I'll follow up with, I'm never going to tell the truth. Because that's just how I am. I've been dealing with depression for so long. Literally since 16 years old. I'm 32 now. I know how to hide it. And I can lie every time with no shame in my game. I'm just being honest. See, I'm already ready to end this podcast because I'm talking too much. I haven't seen my therapist since January of this year. And my biggest gripe with therapy, at least for me, is that I always feel like I'm just complaining. Because the big thing that I needed help with was my chronic illness and the damage that did to me. My Crohn's disease literally ruined my life in every way, and I hated it like it was the boogeyman. So it took a lot for me to get over those hurdles, and I'm past that stuff now. So I'm like, I don't need to talk about that in therapy anymore. And then the other stuff that I need to work on are real life stuff that I have to experience in order to be better. So I'm like, I can't talk about that stuff in therapy anymore, so I don't go to therapy and talk about that. And the things that I dislike about my life, because like I just said, I hate my life right now, is work, finances, and love. And therapy can't help with that shit. There's not enough amount of therapy or not enough hours in therapy that's going to help with my career, help me put money in my pocket, or help my love life. And you might think, it can't help you with your love life. I've been in therapy since 2021. That shit ain't help with my love life at all. But I do give therapy a lot of credit for helping me with my communication skills. I feel like I am an excellent communicator as far as like friends and dating. And I would say my emotional intelligence is through the roof. I have proof for both of those things. There's somebody out here in the world that can attest for my emotional maturity and my communication skills. So I'm not just talking. This is a fact. At least I think it is. But when I talk about hating my life, again, I'm not severely depressed. I'm not suicidal. I know what that looks like. I am not that. But I do hate where I'm currently at in life. Can't stand my full-time job. Can't stand my part-time job. I'm a brokey. I want more money in my pocket. As much as I love my social life in Charlotte, I'm ready to leave. And I desire love and a healthy relationship. And I just don't see that in my future at this moment. And the one thing that has been a struggle for me for the last couple of years is realizing that I may have to give up on my dream. I got my first radio job at 21 years old. I've been telling this story on this podcast for a long time. And at 32 now, I'm nowhere close to my dream. I'm far from successful like I thought I would be. And I don't know if it's ever going to happen. It's not looking too good right now, I'm going to be honest. The industry for radio and television it's pretty much going down the drain. Radio stations getting booted out of companies, TV shows like Access Hollywood are getting canceled left and right. Talk shows, it's just bad out here for this space. And I don't have an active plan B at the moment. So when I think about my life and dreams and goals and stuff, I was like, I don't think it's going to happen for me. The podcast shit ain't working because nobody's really listening. And my bosses at the radio station, they don't care about this podcast. No matter how good it may look, the quality is high. I feel like I have a great personality. I'm consistent. They don't give a damn. Unless you out here going viral and you got these high numbers, they do not care to help you. They don't give a damn. So I'm just stuck. And it's just a hard pill to swallow being at this age and just being like, damn, everything that I thought was going to come true is probably not. And that crushes my spirit. Every day I wake up, I am miserable. I am not fulfilled in any fashion in my life right now. And I just hate it. And I know within this economy and the people of my generation, we feel hopeless, we feel defeated. But there is a part of me that's like, damn, I work too hard to not be successful. I'm doing too much self-work to not find my person. I want the house. Yes, I still want to own a house one day. I want to marry a beautiful woman. Don't know about the kids part. But I still want the dream. I still desire that. Y'all remember, I spoke about this at the top of this year. 2025, full-time job, part-time job, trained for my first marathon. Did a podcast every single week. I work fucking hard. I don't want to use the word deserve, but I feel like I'm supposed to be successful. Hell, even this year, full-time job, part-time job, trained to PR my half marathon, won it 153, got 152. I'm just saying, bro, I'm out here doing the work. And I refuse to believe that it will not come back to me. God, this episode is too long. I didn't want to do this. I'm ending it there. This is why I don't like doing the mental health episodes, because it's just too long. It's me complaining and ranting about life and how I'm just disgusted with everything. And this is why I don't be wanting to do this stuff. So this is going to be the last update for a while. I'm just going to keep that. This is the last update y'all going to get from me for a while about the mental health stuff. Happy Mental Health Awareness. Anyway, thank you for listening to the podcast. Subscribe on Spotify, Apple, YouTube. Follow Jaleel Wavy on Instagram and TikTok, Unconventional AF on Instagram.